In this video, we are going to take a look at how we can show our Instagram feed on our WordPress website. So if you have an Instagram business or a personal account and you want to showcase all your content from Instagram to your WordPress website, then this video is for you. Now, in order to show this Instagram feed on our site, we are going to use the social feed block from the Plus Addons for Gutenberg. And there we have Instagram feed option, and with that we will be able to show our Instagram post in form of this grid, or maybe in form of this missionary style, or maybe we can create a cool looking slider like this one. So if that sounds interesting and you also want to add Instagram feed on your WordPress website, then hop in and I'll show you everything step by step. My name is Ankit Sharma from the team POSIMYTH, and if you want to deep dive in the world of WordPress using Gutenberg, then make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so that you can get notified whenever we upload our next video. So let's dive in our WordPress backend and see how we can get our Instagram post showing on our WordPress website. So here we are in our WordPress backend, and if we go in the plugin section, here we have the Plus Addons for blog editor free as well as the pro version. And once we have installed both of these plugins, we can now go to the Plus settings and then click on Plus blocks. And here we need to search for social feed, and this is the social feed block that we are going to use. And as you can see, it's part of the pro plan of this plugin. So make sure you have the pro plan installed and activated. And once that is done, make sure you activate this block from here and then click on save. And now we can go ahead and create a page where we want to show our Instagram posts. And here we have a page where we have added some sample content, and just below this heading here we are going to add a new block. So let's start by adding a new row with a single column layout, and in this we are going to search for social. So this is the TP social feed block that we are going to use. Let's click on this. And now in order to get our Instagram post showing here, we need to do some settings. So for that we need to go to this layout section, and here the first option we see is content feed. So here we have layout, so we can decide grid, missionary or carousel style, and with that we have also option for styling this grid. So we will cover that in a few minutes once we have some feed showing up here. And in order to get our Instagram posts here in this grid, we need to go to this content section, and here right now Facebook is selected. And in this, we need to go to feed type, and instead of Facebook, we need to use Instagram. So as you can see, we also have Facebook, Twitter, YouTube and Vimeo. So we can get posts or feed from all these social media platforms and show them in our website. And we have covered all of them in a separate video, so you can go ahead and check out our complete playlist. We will link that in the I button above and the video description below. But in this video, we are only going to cover Instagram. So let's select that. Now here we have two options, personal account or business account. Now let's first select business account, and once we select that, we need to generate a token which can connect our website with our Instagram business account. And to generate that token we have two options, manually or using token generator. Now using this token generator, you don't have to worry about all the technical stuff like creating a Facebook developer account and creating an app in there and then generating our app ID and app API key. So all that technical stuff can be bypassed if you are going to use token generator from this plugin. So let's first use this token generator, and then we will see how we can do the hardcore technical stuff in the manual option. So we select this token generator from here, and then we just need to click on generate access token. So let's click on this and it's going to take you to api.posimyth.com, and here we are on Instagram access token page. You can directly open this URL and choose the option from here. So you can generate the access token for Instagram, Facebook, or Facebook review as well. So right now we are going to stick with Instagram access token, and here if you scroll down we have this option, get access token. Let's click on this one. And it's going to use your personal Facebook account to log in. So let's continue. And here we need to choose the business account which is connected to our Instagram page. So we are going to select this one and then click on next. And now we need to select the page which we want to connect. So let's choose this one and then click on next, and make sure you let all these options on yes, and then click on done. And now just the final step, let's click on OK. And boom, we have the page ID as well as the access token. So let's copy both of these information and keep them in a safe place. And now we can take this information from here and come back here on our page, and let's enter the Instagram page ID here and the access token here. And now you see, as soon as we enter the access token, our feed is getting loaded here. Now below this we have an option for feed type. So here it is set on user feed. So you can enter the username here. So right now it's showing feed from our own Instagram page because that's the one we have connected just a few minutes back. But you are not restricted to that only. You can enter any username here to showcase the post from any other Instagram account. Let's say we type in The Rock, and here you see the feed from the Instagram page of The Rock. If we enter Marvel, here we see the Instagram post from the Marvel Entertainment page. And if we leave this blank, it's going to fetch the feed from our own Instagram page. And not just user feed, you can use hashtag or mentions as well. Like if you choose hashtag and enter any hashtag here, then you will see the post from your particular hashtag that you enter here. And in the same way, if you choose mentions, then it's going to fetch all the Instagram posts which mentions your account. So if we come back here on user feed, and after this we have category option, and using this we are going to do some filtering that we are going to see in the later part of this video. After this we have max results. So right now it is set to 6. So that's why we see 6 posts here. So this is how we can get the Instagram post of a business account using our access token generator. Now let's go ahead and see how we can do that manually. So in this case, we need to go to Facebook developer account and then create an app to get all these details. So let's go ahead and do that. So here we are on the developer.facebook.com, and let's go to my apps. And here we need to click on create app on the very top. And from all these options, we just need to select none at the very bottom and then click on next. Here it's going to ask you the name of your app. So let's give it a name. So we will call it Social Feed Demo Business. You can give it any name. And below this, you need to enter your app contact email. So you can give your email address here. And after this, let's click on create app, and it's going to ask your profile password. And once you enter that, let's click on submit. So our app is now created. We can see the app ID here on the very top. Let's click on this. So now we have copied this ID, and let's note down that in a safe place. And now from all these product lists, we need to go down. And here we need to choose Instagram basic display. Let's click on setup, and here at the very bottom we need to click on create new app. Once again, it's going to use the same app ID. So let's click on create app, and on this page we need to scroll down and we need to click on this add remove Instagram testers. Let's click here. And on this page, let's scroll down at the very bottom and then click on add Instagram testers again. And let's give this Instagram tester a name. So this is going to be your username. And once you enter your username here, then just need to click on submit. Now after adding this tester, we can see that it's in the pending state. So in order to activate this or make it live, we need to click on this link here. So let's open this in a new tab. And this is going to take us in our Instagram account. So if you are not logged in, you will be prompted with the login page. And once you log in, you need to go to tester invites. And here we can see our app ID that we have created in the Facebook developer account. So we need to click on accept. And now if we come back here, just refresh this page. Now we no more see that pending text. It means that our tester is now live. Now after this, we need to go to Instagram basic display, the product that we have added. And here we will go to basic display. And if we scroll down on this page, here we have user token generator option. So let's go ahead and click on generate token. And here it's going to ask you to log in your Instagram account. So let's click on login and make sure you turn on both of these options and then click on allow. And here is our token key. So let's click on I understand and then click on copy. And once again, keep this in a very safe place. So let's click done, and in the end, let's click on save changes. So we come back here on our page editor, and here we need to enter app ID and app secret ID. So here again from the Facebook developer account, we can copy the app ID from here, then paste it here, and let's show the app secret key. So we need to enter the profile password again, and then copy this key from here. So we will paste it here. Now after entering both of them, make sure you update this page and refresh it once, and then click on generate token. So here we need to continue with our personal profile, then click on continue. And now we see we have access token and page ID added again here, and again we see our Instagram feed showing up here. So this is how we can manually generate this token and get our Instagram post showing on this page. Now this is for business account. If we turn this to personal, then you need to use the token key that we have generated after verifying our Instagram testers. So first let's remove this token and then update this page, and let's refresh this from here. And now if we enter the access token here, now we can see the feed from the personal account. So this is how we can switch between personal as well as business and show the post from Instagram on our WordPress website. Now once we are done with this, we can now see how the layout works. So for the layout right now it is set to grid. We can choose missionary so that it will be a no gap grid, or maybe we can choose a carousel. So we will have this slider style here for all our feeds, and we can also switch between the style like this, but I prefer the style number 1, so we will go with that. And let's come back to missionary from here. If we update this page and open this in the front end, so this is how it's going to look in the front end. Now if we scroll down to check out more options, so here we have social feed option. Let's open this. Here we have the backend on, so if we turn this off, we won't be able to see any preview here in the backend. After this we have maximum posts, so it is going to select 100 posts from our social media account. And here we have media filter. Right now it is set on default. We can select only media post or hide media post, but for Instagram like social account, we should always select it to either default or only media post. So we will go with default. And after this we have show titles. So this one is only applicable for YouTube, Vimeo as well as Instagram mentions. So you can turn this on if you are choosing Instagram mentions from here. So right now we will turn this off, and here we have display ID and exclude. So if we turn this on, you'll see that we have a random ID added with each post. Now let's say in the front end you don't want to show this post in your Instagram grid or Instagram feed. So all you have to do is just copy the ID from here, then paste it here, and then update this and refresh the front end. So now you see that second post is gone from here. And if we refresh our backend, it will be gone from here as well. But right now we will disable this. And for the next option, we have filter. So here, if we choose category wise filter, if we turn this on, this is the option that we were talking about. If we use categories as filter, we can add multiple Instagram feeds, or not just Instagram. We can have multiple social media content feed in this content section. And then we can assign category name to each one of them and use them as filter. And once we add multiple social media accounts, this is how the multi-feed will look like. So here we have Twitter, Vimeo, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. So we have added content from all the social media platform. And now the tabs or the text that you see on the top, this is actually the category name that we have added here. And with the category filter turned on, we can use this to filter out our post in this view. So this is the place where you can use this category wise filter. So whenever you are showing multiple social media posts, then you can use this category wise filter. And of course you have multiple style option for this, and you can align this in left, right or center. And after this we have load more or lazy load. So right now we see 6 posts here. And if in case we want to see more, we can turn this option to load more, which will add a button like this, or maybe we can choose lazy load. So this is going to load automatically once we keep on scrolling down. And if in case we choose any of these options, we can customize all the text here. After this we have column manager. So right now we have 3 column layout. We can choose 2 or whichever works best for our theme. So right now we will go with 3 column. And here we can change the width of this column gap. So you can play around with that from here. After this we have extra option. So here we have the refresh time, which is right now set on 1 hour. But if we keep this on 1 day, this will be a little bit less burden on our API and our website host. So I'm sure for most of the cases, 1 day refresh time is good enough. After this, we have text limit. So we can limit the text here based on character or word. So if we choose word, we can set it to 10, and then we can have an option like show more, which we can edit from here. So instead of show more, maybe we can just use more. And below this we have display dots. So these 3 dots, we can turn them off or on from here. After this we have on post click. So what should be the action once anyone click on any of this post? So right now it is set to do nothing. We can either click on go to website so that it can open up the Instagram page on that particular post for that particular post, or maybe we can use a fancy box so that a particular post will open up as a pop-up. So if we update this here and see how it looks in the front end. So let's refresh this. And now if we click on this post, you can see it's opening up in a pop-up, and in that as well we can just navigate to next post using these arrow keys. So this is how you can use this post click option. And after this we have curl SSL verify peer. Now this option is important in order to establish a secure connection between your API and the social media platform. Now when we have this connection from our website to a social media platform via our API, this connection is always in the safe form. But there are various hosting servers, like maybe your local host, they do not allow a very secure connection. So in case you are working on a local host or on a server which do not allow a very secure connection, you can turn this option off. But if your server allow a secure connection, then it is highly recommended that you keep this on. After this we have performance. Now this one is the best option with this block. Now whenever a visitor come on this page, the API is going to make a request to get all the details on this page, and this can slow down your website significantly. But if you turn this performance option on, all the information that we have added here will be saved in the database in form of a transient. Now whenever a visitor land on this page, the first information will be fetched from the database itself, so that there will be a less burden, as well as it will take less time to get all these details via our API from that social media platform. So this will be a significant improvement in your website loading speed. Now, just in case you do any changes here, maybe in form of this character limit, or maybe you change this to carousel. So after doing all these changes, we need to refresh our database. So for that, we need to delete this transient so that we can clear our database. So first we need to turn this performance option off, delete the transient to clear the database, and then turn this option back on so that we can save the new information in the database. So this is how you can optimize your page using this performance option. And once we are done with all these settings, we can now go to style. And here the first option is universal, which means that whatever styling you do here will reflect on all the social media content feed that you are putting here. So if you are adding Facebook, YouTube or Instagram in one page, then you can use this universal style option to have some consistent style for all these feeds. So you can change the description, you can change the title, icon size and icon color and all that stuff that you see here. But just in case you want to have a unique look for all the social media feeds, you can style them individually from here. So let's say you want to give unique look for Facebook feed, so you can do the styling from here. And again, you see all the stuff here that you need to style your content here, to style your post grid here. And same goes with all the other social media platforms. So this is how you can add your Instagram feed from your personal as well as from your business account on your WordPress website. And if in case you want to see how other social media platform posts can be added on your website, you can watch our complete playlist that we will link in the I button above and the video description below. So that's it for this one, and I'll see you in the next video.